you wanted to talk about the Spaceballs episode.
So the first point being Nicolas Cage really has no good movies. And if he's in a movie that happens to be good, it's definitely despite him.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't
But
seem to
there
make
is
anything
one
better. What's that?
No, he doesn't. There is one movie that I do like where I don't mind him. And besides Kick-Ass is actually not too bad. He's good.
But yeah, that again, that kind of fits him more than
It does.
he fits it. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, for sure. Like that was written for him in mind.
yeah.
But have you seen the movie Matchstick Men?
Yeah, I don't remember it though.
It's a pretty good movie. It's about him and what's the other guy's name? Sam Rockwell.
Uh-huh.
And they're con men. It's pretty good.
I'm getting this confused with Bandits with Bruce Willis and
Billy Bob
Thornton in my head. I think I've seen both of them. But I can't.
Bandits is pretty good too. Bandits was the first movie we ever owned on DVD.
Wow. Mine was Rumble in the Bronx.
I remember that.
This is a good movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie. But the second point being is you guys talked about Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
And what he's doing.
And what is he doing?
So, I don't know if you've heard, it's been a while now. So, this was early 2000s, I think it was. So, his wife got sick and died. So, he quit acting to raise his children. So, he's just doing that now.
Gotcha. I knew it had something to do with...
Trying to call him out of retirement.
What? Hey. In the episode, I said, I think he got sick, didn't he?
Yeah, no, it was his wife got something. And so he just was like, I'm done making movies.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be rough.
He was timeless. I love Rick Moranis.
Did you say he was timeless?
I guess technically that would be is. No one is ever was timeless.
Yeah.
Oxymoron.
You're an oxymoron.
Taylor and Alan talking about movies. They may be best friends, but they always disagree. Taylor and Alan, I seen that.
There is not a whole lot of trivia for this movie.
All right.
Okay. Well, hold on. Where'd it go? Oh, gosh. There was really only one. Okay. This one connects to another one of our movies.
Okay.
Maybe you'll guess it. One of two Disney family comedy sports films that feature Jay Sanders as an antagonist, the other being The Big Green.
Is it Little Giants?
Oh, so close. There's one off of that. It's one of the three movies that I talked about going in that same kids trifecta.
Yeah. Well, we talked about The Sandlot. That was the one that came up in that episode. Is it a hockey movie?
Right.
The Mighty Ducks?
No. It's a baseball movie.
Oh,
I'll tell you that.
Baseball.
It's probably the first baseball movie I ever watched.
Field of Dreams.
Incorrect.
61.
What?
Babe.
No. Babe the Pig?
No.
Pig in the City?
No, the movie about, what's his name?
About George Herman?
No, about Babe Ruth.
Yeah, that's, never mind. Baseball joke right over your head.
Yeah. Is that his name?
George Herman Ruth.
Gotcha.
George?
Baseball, kids, stupid. Something
Well,
Taylor
okay.
would like.
It's about kids, but it's not about kids playing.
Simon Birch.
What?
Remember he kills
Yes.
his mom with a baseball?
He kills that dude's mom.
Um,
That movie made me so uncomfortable so many different times. It really is upsetting.
yeah, it was pretty sad.
I
Is
don't-
Robin
I didn't
Williams
care
in it?
for
Is
it.
it Hook? We already did Hook.
Hook was like the first one.
Yeah. Hardball.
And no.
Sandlot.
Okay, look.
Hang on, I'm just gonna keep
Yes.
going. I'm gonna get there.
It is about baseball. It's not like it has a baseball scene.
Okay. Bend It Like Beckham.
Yep.
Hostel. Is it Hostel?
It's Hostel 2.
Okay, what is it?
Angels in the Outfield.
Angels in the Outfield. Did we? No, we did Rookie of the Year.
Yes.
That's right.
I think this movie has come up, but we have not officially talked about it.
Well, this was the one, when I did Rookie of the Year, I pulled up the trivia for Angels in the Outfield and was very confused by it all.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a good movie.
This is one of my favorites because, one, it's like I said, it's like the first baseball movie I ever saw. I still remember the day my mom bought it on VHS and brought it home.
And put your
She
name
also,
on it.
yeah, she did for sure. She also brought McDonald's. And so I remember specifically watching this movie. It was already night. It was already past my bedtime, but she let me stay up. And I was eating chicken nuggets and watching this movie. And it's like the greatest movie I've ever seen.
It sounds like the greatest night of your life.
It was, I peaked right there. It never got better than that.
Yeah, I remember
this
watching
movie
this
is
movie.
good.
I don't have any like special memories of it. Like I don't remember
Nope.
what I was eating when I watched it now.
Well, that's a shame. But it's actually got quite a few famous actors in it.
Yeah, Danny Glover.
Do you remember any people? Yeah. So you got Danny Glover.
Trying to think. Was what was the guy in The Rookie? What's his name?
Dennis Quaid?
Yeah, is he in this?
No. Oh, I think you're thinking of The Rookie.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. $1 Million Arm.
John Hamm.
Sandlot.
Well, wait, why are you just naming movies?
I don't know. You were naming actors for
Are you
them.
just... Yeah, we just made up a game?
I don't think we made up a game, but we started playing one without
impromptu
you knowing.
trivia game
Yeah.
worth no rules. Is that the only actor you remember, Danny Glover?
Let me think. I gotta rack my brain.
Without pulling it up.
Tony Danza, Christopher Lloyd, Ben Johnson, J.O. Sanders.
Oh, jeez. Wow, you really started to remember.
Tony Danza is the one I was thinking was Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, Tony Danza for sure. Christopher Lloyd. You got Joseph Gordon-Levitt is the kid.
Oh yeah.
But it's got Adrian Brody, Matthew McConaughey, Neil McDonough. Who else is there? Dermot Mulrooney. It's got a lot of guys who are on the team.
Yeah. I haven't seen this
Quite
in
a
a long
bit.
time.
It is a good one.
So,
Basically, the premise. What? What were you going to say?
well, I was gonna just get into the premise, but if you want to get into it.
Okay. So, it's about this.
So,
It's about here we go.
it's about
These
these
two
kids
boys live in a group home.
in a children's home.
Their
Is that
parents are
orphanage?
guards.
What's the difference?
Not really an orphanage.
Well, a
It's
group
just
home.
like it's a foster home.
Is it a foster home?
Yeah.
But they're getting adopted out of it.
Let's call it a foster home.
People are coming to adopt
Yeah, it's
them.
like a temporary one. Foster care is different than adoption.
No, I know that.
Foster is what's that?
I said I know that, but foster care.
Yeah, so they're yeah.
Foster care is generally not a place where people visit to adopt a kid out of.
Well, who visited to adopt a kid?
Danny Glover.
I don't think that's how it worked. I think he just decided he wanted a kid, so
So he
he
took him.
adopted him.
He just
Yeah.
snatched him up.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So they live there. They live around the corner from Angels Stadium. They're big Angels fans. The Angels suck. And what's that?
I was just gonna say it sounds like today.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, nothing's changed.
So the main Joseph Gordon-Levitt's dad comes to town. Oh, you know what? I think he is Dermot Mulroney. Now that I think about it. Either way, basically he tells
he's a dirtbag, right?
Yeah, he's douchey.
As soon as the Angels win the pennant, he'll come and take them.
So for the longest, so he tells him, he says, "Hey, Dad, when are we going to be a family again?" And the guy says, "Oh, when the Angels win the pennant." Now, this confused me and boggled me as a kid for so long because I was under the impression he meant that literally.
Yeah.
But basically, they're so
When pigs
bad.
fly.
That, exactly. It was like a figure of speech. So he prays to God to help the Angels become good so they can win the pennant so he can be with his dad again.
Yeah.
It's quite sad.
Yeah, it's a pretty tragic movie.
And so God sends angels to help in the outfield and the infield. And the Angels do go on to eventually win the pennant.
And the dad
Dad never comes back. We see him one more time in the courthouse where he's like, sorry, kid, I'm out.
Yeah. But Danny Glover adopts a bunch of kids.
He adopts him and his friend JP.
Yeah. And JP doesn't think he's getting adopted. And then surprise adoption.
Shocker.
It is.
But,
go
ahead.
Tony Danza the pitcher, right?
Yes.
Does he have a nickname in this?
I don't think he has a nickname, but his name was Mel Clark.
Gotcha. So the Rocket was in Rookie of the Year.
Yes. So basically, all these guys are not good. Danny Glover is the manager of this team. He's fed up with it because they're just horrible. But then the game turns around, and he thinks that these kids are his good luck charms, so he lets them come. He gives them special seats, and they come to all the games, and it's a rip-roaring good time.
But they do win the pennant without the Angels.
Yeah, so it's championship game time, and they've made it to the pennant.
Why are they not winning the World Series? Was that just too far of a reach?
Might have been too far of a reach.
They're just like,
but also,
that's crazy. There's not even with the help of Angels would the Angels actually beat or win the World Series.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they didn't do that.
Right? It's weird, right? It's like
same concept with like Major League.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's cool to win the pennant, right, and all that. But
yeah,
is the pennant? Is that considered the ALCS, or is that even the step before that? Is that just
so?
Basically,
division? It's basically winning the division to go to the playoffs.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah,
because eight teams get that.
Yes.
So you're like, be the top 8 out of 32.
30.
Oh, sorry, I was close.
Come on.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's not an accomplishment at all.
Well, now that I think about it, though, I wonder what they meant by the pennant, because
I always
it comes down to one game. It's not like they don't go to the best of 3 or anything, do they?
I don't remember that specifically.
But they are told by Christopher Lloyd that Angels can't help in championship games.
That makes sense.
But it's not a I wouldn't.
Yeah, the pennant, the division series is not.
This movie is unraveling right in front of my eyes.
It's just like The Sandlot again. About
I guess
James Earl Jones never playing with Babe Ruth.
Yeah, maybe they meant the American League pennant, but that would have required them to win the division series, and then play in the championship series.
Yeah,
which is, mind you, a best of 7 games, which they definitely didn't do. I don't know. It's I'm gonna have to do some more research. But anyways, they win the game all on their own, which I find is probably the hardest to believe, because they needed the Angels to even get there, which means they're not getting better.
Yeah.
They're not like the Bad News Bears where they're like slowly improving.
Well, it's building
They're
their
just
confidence.
getting help.
It's all about confidence, Taylor. not skill.
This is true. Yeah, sorry.
That's why Tim Tebow is playing AAA.
That dude is tearing it up, too.
Is he? I don't know. I haven't been
He really
following.
is. I follow every move.
You think they're going to bring him up, or you think he's just going to peter out in the AAA?
Honestly, I think he has a chance.
Yeah.
But if he never does, it wouldn't surprise me either.
Yeah.
I just hope it's not for a publicity thing and that it's actually deserved.
Well, I would have expected them to do it as a publicity thing originally.
Well, I mean, he's still in low single A ball. Like, he's got a ways to go.
Yeah.
But, like, he is doing well, so maybe it started as a publicity stunt, but, like, he can play, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, this is
more than likely he won't add to anything.
It's an okay movie. If it comes on, I might watch it.
I'll watch it all the way.
But
I haven't seen it in so long.
I can't imagine like actually pulling it out to watch it. But if it accidentally came on, I might stick around.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Well, do you want to hear about the movie I want to see?
Let's hear about it.
So the movie that I want to see came out last year, 2016.
Okay.
And it was directed by a Jesus-loving racist. I think that's fair to say.
Mel Gibson.
Yes.
Okay.
It's Hacksaw Ridge. Have you seen it?
Oh, yeah, I have seen that movie.
This is one my wife and I, we've been talking about and just haven't really like had the chance to watch it. It's hard with kids knowing how violent this movie is, to be able to like actually get a chance to watch something like this. But
yes.
So would you recommend it? Do you think it's good?
Oh, absolutely. It's a really good movie. I was unsure about it, knowing what the premise of it was. You know what the premise is, I assume.
I don't.
Do you want to know, or do you want to go into it blind?
Let's see. Is it about a WW2 American Army medic, Desmond T. Doss, who served during the Battle of Okinawa, refused to kill people, and become the first man in American history to receive the Medal of Honor without firing a shot?
Yes, he refused to even pick up a gun.
Ooh.
He was very anti-violence because of his upbringing.
Yeah.
And so he decided to be like a medic instead. And it's about the Battle of Hacksaw Ridge, essentially.
Yeah.
And his heroics without ever using a weapon.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's based on a true story. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
It's got Vince Vaughn, who I thought was pretty good in it as well.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, he's like a drill sergeant.
How did you feel about David Schwimmer being the drill sergeant in?
Well, it's hard because I hate him.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's because I don't know if I hate David Schwimmer in the role.
Yeah.
Or if he just did so good that I hate his character.
Well, his character is supposed to be awful for sure.
Well, yeah, I know that.
But
so I don't know if like it makes me. I don't know. I like it.
I had a hard time not seeing Ross Geller in that role.
See, that was the thing is I was never a big Friends fan.
Yeah.
So I never really had that connection.
See, I've probably watched the entire series 3 times through.
That's horrible.
It's a lot of Friends. We when we traveled around, when my family traveled around the States in the RV for a year, we had all the seasons. And so, like, me and my sister would just watch Friends for, 5-6 hours a day while we were driving from California up to New York.
Right. I guess, for me, to compare, you could say, like, if there was a movie about World War II and, like, Jerry Seinfeld was a drill instructor.
Yeah. Yeah,
that would be harder for me
I think more
grasp.
More than Jerry Seinfeld, if, what's his name? George Costanza's actor.
Almost, yeah, pretty much anybody, yeah.
Jason Alexander, I think. Because, like, I think Jerry Seinfeld is bigger than the show. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Jason Alexander is kind of on the same level as David Schwimmer.
He is the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although he would be a weird choice.
Yeah,
for
I would
a
agree with that.
instructor.
I would watch that movie.
Just him
But
as
no,
a drone
Vince-
instructor. They made that movie.
Absolutely.
It's called Renaissance Man
Is that real?
with Danny DeVito.
I've never seen that.
He's a teacher in the army, or in the, I think it's a captain's school or something, but he's trying to teach these army kids to like theater.
Huh. I have not heard. And Danny DeVito?
Like 95% sure. I gotta look it up real quick. Like, the problem is, I don't know how to spell
I'm
Renaissance.
curious if it's not who you get confused with Danny DeVito.
Me too. I'm like 95% sure it is. I want to say Channing Tatum is in it too.
Really?
Yeah. Yep, Renaissance Man, Danny DeVito.
Right on. I might have to check that out.
Ed Begley Jr., Stacey
nice.
Dash.
I don't know who that is.
It was Mark Wahlberg, not Channing Tatum.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, it's actually not that bad. It's from 1994, so it's pretty old. But
Oh, yeah.
all
That's
right,
good Danny DeVito, though.
that's prime Danny DeVito. Although every
Prime
Danny
DeVito?
DeVito has been pretty good.
That's true. I've never not liked Danny DeVito in something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Always
he's
Sunny, Twins, Batman.
Batman. But one of my favorite roles for him is Matilda.
I remember that movie. I don't remember him in it.
Oh, he steals the movie.
Does he?
He's the whole movie. I can care about the rest. If someone could splice together just the scenes of Danny DeVito, and it'd probably be like 20 minutes,
Yeah.
I would watch that every day.
Oh, speaking of Friends, Danny DeVito was in Friends.
I feel like almost everyone in Hollywood was in Friends at one point.
Yeah, but what do you think his name is in the show?
Daniel DeVito.
No. It is Roy, comma,
Okay.
the stripper.
Oh, nice.
In the episode, the one where the stripper cries.
Does he cry?
I assume so. I don't remember it.
Huh.
All right. Well, if you want to get a hold of us, you can tweet us at ISeenThatPod or to me directly at AlanRJR.
And I am at Taylor Enixon.
And if you enjoy these podcasts, you can go to Patreon and donate $1 and get them all a week earlier.
Yes. Yes. Yes, you can.
Okay. Well, before you go, I think it's a fair time to bring this up.
Oh, boy.
You never brought up Interstellar.
Oh, no!
We
I totally
recorded.
forgot.